Well, right now, Louisiana elected officials urging all residents to double check that they've got a plan in place with hurricane season officially starting this weekend. Tonight, residents will have a chance to get their storm-related questions answered at a forum Louisiana Senator David Vitter is holding later today, actually this morning. He joins us now in studio. Welcome.
Thanks, Liz. Good morning. Yeah, it is this morning at 9:30 a.m. coming up in just a few hours at UNO, the Alumni Center.
So people will have an opportunity to come in. And what is it that you will be stressing as you travel and try to get the word out that unfortunately we're here in hurricane season
Right,
again?
it's the beginning of hurricane season again, so we all have to prepare. The good news is, as a community, as a state, as a nation, we've been building better protection, and we're going to go over some of what we have done and what we still need to do, including an important water resources bill that we just passed through the Congress is being signed into law. That has a lot of benefits for Louisiana in terms of hurricane and flood protection, also coastal restoration.
It's a $12 billion, the water resources bill that the Senate really recently passed. And we know sometimes in Washington it takes a while. They pass things, but to get the money. So where is it in the channel, so to speak, in getting the money and getting the project started?
Yeah, this bill is what's called an authorization bill. So it basically approves key projects. Then we need to get them fully funded and built. Those projects are moving forward at different paces depending on what they are, but funding is moving forward either through the appropriation process. Also, we have revenue sharing coming online. That's a big piece of the puzzle, and also the BP money will be coming online. All those things will come together to help fund these important projects.
And the one key thing that you really want to get moving in terms of to make you and others feel better that we have a much more improved system, what would that be?
Well, there's no one simple answer. It's a lot of things. It's levees, hurricane flood protection, and we do have dramatically better protection since Katrina, but it's also coastal restoration. That's our first line of defense. You know, if the coast continues to disappear, we're not going to be able to build levees high enough. We need to do both of those things, and they work together. Recently,
the Lens Nola, one of its reporters, did a story revealing that the protection system we have in place is really not the original 1965 much stronger system, acknowledging that it's improved since Katrina, but when you look at what we have right now, it's not initially what Congress called for in '65. Your thoughts on that? Because it would require new orders, more money from Congress to make it 1965 really stronger system.
Yeah, well, it's the best system we've ever built. I think they're comparing it to what was put on paper in 1965. Certainly the best system we've ever built. Now, a lot has changed since 1965, and the biggest thing is coastal erosion. And that makes us more and more vulnerable as that continues. That's what we need to arrest. So we're certainly moving forward. No one is saying we need to stop here. We're certainly moving forward with better protection as well as coastal restoration efforts.
Let's talk about the emerging scandal with the VA facilities across the country. Have you heard, first of all, any such horror stories coming out of Louisiana facilities?
For years, I've heard bad stories about really ridiculous waits, but not the sort of fraud or abuses we're hearing about in Arizona and elsewhere. But we're gathering information. In fact, I set up a specific box on my website, vitter.senate.gov, inviting veterans to tell their stories, to tell their personal experiences, whether they're good or bad or in the middle. And folks can do that who have direct experiences at vitter.senate.gov.
Yeah, because it's the whistleblowers that really expose this. You are in favor of Secretary Eric Shinseki stepping down, but some critics have said the thing is, if he steps down, then congressional leaders will feel as though they've accomplished something, and Congress takes a while to, stay on something. They tend to forget of it and think, oh, he's resigned, we can move on. Do you think maybe it's not better if he stays that way, that the focus stays there and he's forced to take action?
I don't think anyone is going to think his quitting solves the problem. I just feel he has exhibited zero leadership and no active role in getting his hands around the problem and really taking bold action. So I think we need to move on beyond that and find a true leader who's going to take charge. It is not Eric Shinseki, but I certainly agree his leaving is not the solution of the problem. We need to really get our hands around this for our veterans and make real reforms.
Yeah, because this goes back, prior to the Obama administration, goes back many years that this has been ongoing. Thank you so much, Senator Vitter. Hopefully you get a big turnout this morning at UNO, right?
At UNO, the Alumni Center, 9:30 a.m., hurricane flood protection. Love for folks to come out.
Okay, thank you very much.